Welcome and greetings to the citizens of Dayton, Ohio. I come in peace. Here I am. Are we ready? I'm ready. So welcome to the Dayton Art Institute. This community icon was founded in 1919, and it was housed in a beautiful mansion on Monument, and within 10 years it outgrew that building, and they wanted a brand new home on the hill, and so all the bigwigs in town bought into this concept, and construction was well underway when, kapow, ouch, the stock market crashed, and the Great Depression hit. Pledges went unfulfilled, and well-to-do patrons lost their shirts. However, there was one community leader, Julia Shaw Patterson Carnell, who forged ahead anyway, as good Daytonians do. She kicked in a cool 2 mil to keep on keeping on, and the Dayton Art Institute was finished. It's modeled on a mashup of 2 Italian villas, and it was completed in 1930, incorporating incredible architectural elements. And it is an icon. Everybody knows this 60,000 square foot building. It has another 30,000 square feet added in the 90s. So at the end of last year, when I had the opportunity to work here, I was really thrilled. I was also a little scared to cross the river and climb the hill, mostly because the financial difficulties of the museum were pretty well known, and I knew that there were challenging times ahead. So I arrived knowing some of the challenges, but I learned a few more, like the fact that we did not have anything in the special exhibition gallery for the summer, this summer. So it was going to be dark from June 17th to October 6th, but you know, I thought this seems like a missed opportunity, and I'm not sure I like it. But what to do? What to do? So Alexis, our wonderful marketing manager, she mentioned that there were all these superhero movies coming out. The Batman Avengers, which is tonight, Spider-Man and Superman, and suddenly I started seeing superheroes everywhere. So a concept was born, and it was kind of like, hey kids, let's put on a superhero show. So I had seen Mark Newport's work in Washington, D.C. at the Renwick, and turns out he's the head of fiber at Cranbrook in Detroit. So I called him up, and I said, hey, can we borrow some work? And he said, hey, sure, which was really cool. So Mark Newport's knitted costumes will be here. And then Eric, one of our museum techs, said, hey, you know, there are these collectors around here, Larry and Holly Thompson, and they have this incredible collection of animation and television and film-related objects. And so they generously are lending all these things that we wanted when we were kids, like the bat grenade to blow up your brother. And then Joan said that Dave said that his business partner Bob Frischi, was really into superheroes, so we went to meet him, and wow, it was like meeting Batman. He is an intense seeker of justice and protector of the innocent, and a veteran and a rising business star, and a superhero fountain of knowledge. And in true superhero fashion, Bob convinced his partners that their company Tridex should become a sponsor, and this was quickly followed by the news that the community superhero contributor Premier would sign on too. We got that news from Julie Liz Katz, who wants to be a princess, but we think of her as the Wonder Woman of the arts. So finally, to round out the show, we thought we would invite Mike Peters. So yeah, I just called him up and I said, hey Mike, you want to lend us some work? And he and Marion said, yeah, sure. And shazam, we had a summer show in process. So through all this, we're thinking about you know, the people who came to our rescue, for one, and also how you define superheroes and why we created superheroes as a people, and which superheroes we're drawn to. And so the show became You Are My Superhero, and it's going to be on view from July 21st through Oktoberfest in the special exhibition galleries, and we hope you'll come. We're going to have a superhero ball as part of it on August 17th. So that was settled. Awesome. But we were still running into issues left and right that needed attention, and I was kind of wishing I was more like Mary Marvel or Batgirl rather than Jane Black, and I began to wonder, could superheroes save the DAI? I wondered, you know, between the Human Torch and Mr. Freeze, if our offices might become tolerable, because they're like an oven in the winter and an icebox in the summer, so we keep the windows open all the time, you know, and the energy dollars are just flying out the window. So I thought, you know, maybe they can't, even though we'd like them to, so maybe we'll just bomb the place. Not the historic building, but this 1960s thing that doesn't seem to really work for any of us. So, you know, I thought Batman might come bring a bomb and take care of that for us. Okay, superhero breath. So if we're not going to blow up the place, we got to find some superhero help. And I thought, we have all these weird places that are hard to get to, like the ceiling of the balcony that we really want to paint and open that back up. So I thought maybe Spider-Man could, you know, climb up there and scrape it, and then Plastic Man could catch it in his body to create something that would make a mess. And then I'm telling you, we have these leaks that no mere mortal will ever find. And so Aquaman seemed like the guy who could do that, and then also maybe he could fix the fountain at the foot of the grand staircase, because it doesn't work, and we think it should. And so then, speaking of the grand staircase, you know, it's closed off because it needs to be replaced, and we're going to do that step by step. In case you want to buy a step, you're more than welcome to, and we're going to start selling it at our hall, which is June 9th, so you should come to that. But in the meantime, maybe the Incredible Hulk could help us with the demolition and save us some of the $200,000+ it's going to cost to do that project. So, you know, maybe also we could invite the Atom, who is the world's smallest superhero. I had never heard of him, but my cohort, Michael Rediger, knew all about the Atom for some reason. And anyway, we thought maybe he could light the galleries for us inside his little teeny tiny light bulb. But, you know, there may be local superheroes who we need to call in. So Roofman might come work on the roof. And then I found Illinois' version of the Mr. Breathe Easy man, who's the official hero of clean air. And I thought he could change the furnace filters for us, because they're like dirty twice a year. So anyway, my conclusion is, I don't think superheroes are really going to save the DAI. I think we're going to. So we as a staff and we as a community, it's ours to save. So I hope you'll join me. Thank you.